This seems to bring up this idea that men and women lose weight differently. And here's the truth about that. Now again, I'm not just making this up. This is based on evidence. This is based on studies and research. It's not based on my own example. A lot of people called me out and said that what I was saying wouldn't work because, well, I'm a man. So what works for me will not work for women. If you are a woman, I'm speaking to you right now. That's not the truth. So what you're about to see was actually originally part of my BioX4 Part 2 video, but I felt like it really needed to be its own video. So let's get into it. And I say that because I want you to be encouraged that you have more control than what you think. All right, so the essential mechanism behind losing weight or losing body fat is a calorie deficit. Your body's energy needs are here, and if your calories in are here, then they're, again, it's gonna change day to day, but you want them about the same so that you can maintain your weight. If you wanna lose weight, you gotta bring those calories in down. And if you're eating over that, obviously that's where we have body fat storage. So for both men and women, you have your calories in lower than your actual calorie needs. So then your body's forced to use stored body fat as energy. And again, this calories in, calories out equation is very interdependent, but you still need to be eating in a calorie deficit. You need to be under consuming to lose body fat, no matter if you're a man or if you're a woman. Now, because the calories in, calories out equation is so complex, yes, it's dependent also on hormones. And a lot of women will bring that up. And you might be one of them saying, well, women have different hormones than men. Yes, absolutely, that's true. So in those terms, women do have different hormone influences on their calories out part of the equation. How many calories are they burning? And that can be dependent on hormones. And in particular for women throughout their cycle during the month, especially in childbearing years, their appetite's gonna vary throughout the month because of those hormones. And even their energy levels and their strength levels will vary as well. I'm gonna link a TED Talk down below talking about the differences of how women's appetites and strength levels and all that can change throughout a cycle. It's fascinating. In addition to all that, men typically can eat more because biologically they have more muscle mass than women. That's just how we're designed. But what studies have shown, and I'll try to link up a study down below as well showing the evidence of this, that men and women have the same potential for muscle growth. The only difference is the starting point. Women typically start at a much smaller point than do men. So proportionally they could gain the same, but overall men are going to be able to have more muscle mass than women. Smaller bodies on average can build a smaller amount of muscle, but the mechanism for men and women is still the same. One of the main problems and misconceptions that has caused this is because women want to always be small. Like it's just a thing for women to want to see a low number on the scale, be small. And sure, there's societal impacts to that as well and cultural impacts to that as well, but they find satisfaction in the smallest amount that they can eat, because then, right, it should inherently mean that they'll be smaller and they'll be losing weight. Now, this leads to something that directly hinders your weight loss. It causes what's called metabolic adaptation. So when you start under eating, your body, in an attempt to survive, your body will start to become more efficient with the calories that it's given because it wants to survive. So as a result, slowly, now this takes time, your metabolic rate will decrease. So the amount of calories that you used to lose weight on, your new needs are now down here. So now it takes a little bit more of a deficit, and that will just continue to happen. But the bottom line is a lot of women get stuck down there eating very little and then being stuck and can't lose any more weight. Even if then you start to gain weight by overeating, it's not going to change it that much unless you introduce muscle building. And I'm gonna link up a video down below on how to fix this, because metabolic adaptation works in the opposite direction as well. Now, I'm not pulling this out of thin air. This is based on tons of research. So again, links will be down in the description below. Calories in versus calories out does matter. Our bodies are made to survive. So if we are not feeding our bodies enough energy, in order to survive, your body will pull fat from off of your body to use as energy so that you can live, even if you're eating processed food. To find out how to increase your metabolism and actually get the scale to start moving, click or tap the screen right up over here. Be intentional, bring the intensity, and I'll see you over there in the next video.